I hope you don't mind, ladies, that I'm recording this. Okay, so what we're gonna do is go to Canva. It's a free app out there. And what it does is, I'll just go in there right now into my Canva. And what I found so helpful with this here is that you can find samples here of different boards. So vision boards. Now I've got the professional, I bought myself the professional thing, so I could actually just create a vision board by clicking on here. And then you can actually go in here and you can upload some of your own personal pictures if you'd like. And you can just add them to your vision board. Like, you know, I can go into my upload media, I could grab a couple pictures off my desktop or something like that, just like this here, and put my picture in there. And it uploads the picture very quickly. And you can just add it to a different section in here, which is absolutely helpful. So this could actually help to make it really fast, like, you know, by grabbing some of your pictures and stuff, which would be really, really helpful. So tell me, like, you see there's all kinds of pictures here that you can actually implement. Like here's one, for instance. It's got all the different elements in there too, of dream board. So if you want to go into your computers and start uploading pictures, I'll put some music on. And does anybody have questions?
Yeah, I do. When you say upload pictures, do we upload them to Canva or what? I'm not sure how you're expecting it to work.
Yeah, you can go to in Canva, you'll see this upload media. You could upload all your own pictures. You can actually even search the web on here. You can search in Pixabay. They have all kinds of pictures as well. You know, because that'll be kind of like your magazines, like you know, so you want a picture of health, for instance. You'll have this picture, all kinds of pictures of health. Career, you can look at career. You know, you can even look at family pictures, you know, all these different things. You can even type in, and also the nice thing about here is you can actually text, go in text here, and you can actually add a headline to one of your areas. So say if you don't want to use anything at all and you want to go from scratch, you can kind of scrap this whole vision board thing here and you can just create a poster. So I'll show you how to do that as well. And you can go to poster and you can even go to just a blank. You can create a blank one, blank poster. So you can go like this, you can get rid of this. I can get out of there. Blank. All your designs. So if you go in here, you can actually go in there and just erase, just get rid of everything in here, or you could just keep that and you can just take out whatever you want and you can add whatever you want, you know. So you have all kinds of different templates, and then you could just add a page in here. See, you could just add a page that's blank and you can just do whatever it is. You can grab pictures. So some people really like the templates and some people might want to just be creative and do their own. So for this exercise, what I'll do is I'll grab this here. You can search the, I'll just add it in our dialog box here in Zoom, and then you could actually just grab this template if you like it. If any of you like this template, let me know. Or if there's something else that you like, just let me know so you can explore and see what you like. So I'll just throw this in the chat. And then you can just upload that one if you'd like. Any more questions? So we're gonna take, you know, maybe half an hour to work on ours. And then if anybody needs help, I'm here to help out in any way that I can. So I'll just go into the vision.
I think just the link that you sent isn't working. It just says I'm not allowed to see the design.
Okay, I wonder if it's just because, okay, so what I'll do is I'll upload the picture that I took from my, I'll grab my my Google Doc and I'll throw it in there because I copied and pasted them in there. How's that?
Thank you. That's great.
Yeah, I think it's if we don't have an account, then we're not able to access.
Okay, so I put it up in my Google document.
Oh, it's saying the same thing. We need to access.
Okay, so you can ask me for,
Yes, I just sent the request. Yeah.
I don't see the request here.
It says sent. Sent a email.
Oh, it came in an email?
Yes, yeah. And that I'll get an email back.
Okay. Okay, there's some people trying to access. Okay, so that's, I think it's happening. Okay, yeah, I'm sending you some approvals and share. There, did you get them? It's coming a little bit slow, but it's all good.
I've also requested access.
Okay, let me see here. Claire. Isn't this fantastic? How you can just do this stuff electronically?
Yeah, a lot of progress.
Yeah, no kidding. So there you go. I think you've all got access. Now, if you want me to actually go through the Canva and look at more of the designs and you really like one, just let me know and I can, you know, copy, paste it and throw it in there as well. So let me see the templates here. So I'll go slow and then you could tell me if there's something that resonates with you as far as design goes.
I did get access in the end, so thank you.
Oh, good. It makes it so much easier when it's, the design is there, right? It's half done.
Sorry, can you click on the inverted pyramid one?
Which one?
The inverted pyramid.
Where's that from the top?
It's just showing now in the third column from the left.
Third column from the left?
Yeah, go across,
Okay,
across, up, up, this one.
this one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll show you a trick, ladies, what I usually do. Oh, what is this? Okay, okay. So you want me to copy that and paste that for you?
No, I was just wanting to see it bigger, to see what it
Okay.
was actually.
Okay. Wow, this is really helpful, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm gonna show you a trick that I use. I go like this here, snipping tools. And what I do is I cut, copy it. What I'll do is I'll throw it in the goals into the document that we were in, that we're jointly in. Whoopsie. Vision, okay. And I'll add that one because I like that one too, because it kind of goes into starting with your vision and it really shows what we're doing. So there you can have it right at your fingertips. So, you know what I suggest is that just pick something and then start grabbing the pictures and things like that and start playing around because this is your vision board. You can take whatever you want and throw it in there. Did you ladies need a code to come in today? Or you just came in automatically?
Came in automatically.
Okay, because somebody's having a problem coming in. I'll just forward her my chat. Okay, let me go. Emails. Yeah, so I'll just leave this window open so you guys can look at all the different types here. And you can just decide. Look at this here, 30-day self-care plan. 20-day challenge, self-care. All these different things for you. And if there's one that resonates with you, let me know. Are you finding something that's appealing to you? Good. Hi, Rosemary. Welcome.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. I had a hard time finding the link.
Okay. Rosemary, we went through a lot of the information, but I'm just gonna share with you where we're at. And basically, we just tell us where you're from and what you'd like to get out of today.
My name is Rose, Vision Board Building. I think I'm moving in a direction of trying to do projections and stepping forward, trying to see where I could take myself, my business, and take other organizations and people forward with a vision, 10-year plan, blah, blah, blah. So I try to look at different techniques, how to stay focused, because I think and I believe that I had enough skills and transferable skills, but I find that I don't. So I thought maybe if I could look at something like this as a tool to help me focus, then maybe I will achieve my personal goal to be able to that have that steer direction. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like I thought, well, this looked like something I could use for myself personally and professionally. So I don't know if that makes sense, but
Oh, it certainly does. Yeah. You know what? We all need something to keep us grounded, especially during these times.
yes.
And some people's visions and things have changed because of all that's going on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And where are you calling in from, Rose?
I'm in Winnipeg.
If you want to share your camera, you're welcome to. We
Well,
have people from all over the world here. Ladies, you want to say hi and where you're from?
Yeah, I'm Sage and I'm from Cold Lake, Alberta.
Good morning.
Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Hi, Rose. I'm Natalie from Mauritius.
Nice.
And I'm Claire from Switzerland.
Good morning.
So we have an
Welcome.
Evening.
international team here.
I'm in Canada. Yeah, I'm neighbors to Alberta, 2 doors down, but yeah,
Just over there.
Hey,
You're just over there.
yeah, we had a blanket of snow this morning, and it's yeah, like a lot of I think the thing to think about in this workshop is that I've started to think about working from home.
Mm-hmm.
So even though we communicate through internet and Zoom, there's still a piece of me that doesn't feel like I have what it takes to be in this in the mainstream society that which we live with. You know, I have a product to sell, which is myself, but I don't think that I possess the tools that are necessary to be able to feel that I am able to contribute, I guess, to any project or activity that I'm involved in, like, you know, even like I said, marketing myself. I went through a board selection, like an election, and the people, when they were talking, they were so phenomenal, and all I had to offer was, you know, I'm Rose, and I volunteer in the community, and you know, like, and I was just so like not focused on what I could have actually said. And of course, I didn't get the position on the board. And then I had to ask myself, why didn't I get that position on the board? And when I thought about all what the other people had to offer and what I had to offer and how I presented myself, I said, you know, I think you're becoming redundant. Your material is old and you need to start focusing. And this was a volunteer board. I thought, wow, this organization can benefit from my networking, my skills, my experience, my knowledge, but I wasn't able to sell myself well enough so that I would be selected on their board. And so, like I said, I need to build myself up again. I need to recreate myself again. And that's why I'm here.
Well, thank you for sharing all that. And, you know, hopefully, you know, getting clarity helps, because there's a lot of benefits with creating a vision board. You know, it helps our intentions and actions to come to that place where we actually map out what we want in our life. And maybe that situation wasn't quite right for you. Maybe you have way too much to offer.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And you know what? This helps to focus on what you truly want. It's a gift to yourself to have that clarity and to connect what's really important in your life. It's kind of like putting your thoughts and your emotions and connecting to that higher spirit, that higher vibration, to our ancestors, to really helping us to really unify that message that we want to get out there and bring that back to earth. You know, it's connecting where we're standing to where we want to go.
I have to say that just the other day I was talking to my friends and saying that I've given half of my life towards the grassroots people and trying to help. But I think that I need to rip off the enabling Band-Aid, and I need to stop. Not so much getting involved in people's lives, but trying to help change their lives. I think they need to do it on their own. And I need to focus on me now. And I felt like I was kind of being selfish, but not in a bad way, because indirectly I'm an arm's reach to helping other people. But for some reason, I think I need to start looking at how can I help me, because me needs to feel like I've done everything that I wanted to do in my life and not really necessarily doing everybody else's. If that makes sense.
You know what? That totally makes sense, because sometimes we get so focused on the others without thinking about our own well-being. And, you know, who are we here to really serve? By helping ourselves, we help others.
Mhm.
You know, they say that, like when I had all those losses in 2020, I just felt like my drive and community had changed. You know, I've been a social worker for 36 years, financial advisor for 9 years, and also worked with elders in the community for all of my life, pretty much. And the thing is that my corporate job was just a job. It didn't feel like I was feeling my passion anymore. When
Mhm.
I was removed from helping the community with the food, you know, especially during this time, it really spoke differently to me. I says, holy smokes, I want to be where the people are at to
Mhm.
help them out to heal. But
Yeah.
the company pulled me out and says, you're going in this direction. And I said, oh my gosh, I need to be where they're at. So a lot of communities are suffering right now. I was suffering too. And what gave me a lot of fuel for my fire was helping others by the masses.
Yeah.
So I started a Facebook group. I started a food pantry. And you know what? My mom was all about servant leadership. Servant leadership told me that I had to help, you know, go and help these guys. It'll help my soul. And you know what? It truly did.
Hmm.
And when she died, it was like, oh my gosh, how can I honor this lady? We couldn't even have a funeral for 3 months. And there
Hmm.
was a lot of family dynamics going on. And I said, how can I serve at a higher level? You know, so that's why my purpose had changed. I had to remove myself from the corporation of what they thought was most important to what my mission, my goal was. I had
Yeah.
to align to the creator, to my ancestors.
Yeah.
Because so many people are suffering right now.
Yeah.
And we need masses of people to be on the same page to healing this world.
Yeah.
So that's why I think this vision board exercise is so important, especially right now. We're in a new year, we're in a new vibration, and all of us we have the ability to create the most amazing life ever with boundless infinity. And I want you to just believe and realize that you can have absolutely everything you want, and you're more than enough. You're more than enough for your communities to realize that you have a gift. We all have a gift and a
Yes.
purpose in this life.
Yes. I believe that.
So I think this vision board exercise will really help you to all of us to get to where we want to be by clarifying, by getting unstuck, by really affirming our goals, by looking at our vision board every day and saying, yes, yes, that's to the highest good of my soul. And yes, I'm all fired up because it's connected to me emotionally. And you know what? This is the biggest gift you could give yourself. Happy New Year's.
Years.
So Rose, just, you know, just know that we're all here together. We're all in the same boat. We're all trying to create a new vision, the best vision for our lives. And most of all, we want to have fun doing this. So that's why I created this.
Mhm.
And I just want this vibration to go to the universe, that we are here for each other to move mountains and to help us to get there. So we were talking about the different types of vision boards, and today we're doing specifically digital vision boards because, you know, we're not all together, but we can do this. So we go from dreaming to goal planning. There's home life goals. There's also the New Year's visions. And that's the one that we're kind of looking at. So in order to do the vision board, we reflect, we collect, assemble it, and now we assemble everything. And then we create our visuals with pictures and words. And this is the areas of focus that we can go on, you know, from individual to all these different areas in our life. Now it looks like the medicine wheel, you know, this is our medicine, guys. This is our lives. This is our own medicine wheels. And in each one, you can put pictures, words, anything you want. And the tool that I was using today was Canva because I have access to that one. And here are some different prototypes for your vision boards, like designs. And I just put 4 in here or 5 in here. and that people could access and create their own. So, so I can actually, I don't have your email address, so I could give you access, Rosemary.
My email is on the registration for Eventbrite.
Yeah, they don't give me the email addresses.
Okay,
So if
So-
you,
right.
if you just plop it in the email in the chat box, then I can actually give you access to this Google document.
Okay.
Then you'll have it at home and then you can do it. And you know what, for each of what you hear today, if you want to use this whole presentation, you can have your own events in your own community to help the people that you're serving. Because I believe in sharing, and I believe that it's important that we get the word out as much as possible.
Share what you know.
Share what you know, and because that's what life is all about, right? Okay, so I'll add you to the Google document here, and then you can take a look at all the information, vision.
Yeah, that email I sent you is pronounced Guami. It's N is silent, and it means spirit protector in our language. And the spirit protector is who sits on your shoulder and he can watch you, he can help you, and he watches you, he can touch you, he can see you, and he can help you. That's what that Guami is on your shoulder.
Okay, I'm just trying to add your name in here. I don't know if I have to. Ah, you know what? Maybe I'll just, I couldn't give you the link.
So you're running, I see 3 more workshops similar to this or identical?
You know what? Maybe it was, where did you see that?
On Eventbrite.
Eventbrite, I think made I think that's an error. It was all just today.
Okay,
This event was for today. I'm just trying to add you to my email list here. So right now, everybody is just looking at the prototypes that they like, and they're just gonna fill out their information. I don't know why I can't just add you here. I will just copy the link here and I'll add it in here, and you can request to be in my page, because it's not allowing me to upload you just like that, Rosemary. So what we did was we were going through all the Canva, the prototypes, and people were just picking which ones they like the best. You know, and these are some of the different kind of like prototypes. And if there's something that really resonates with you, just let me know. Have a look at all of this here. And then you can just, you know, let me know, and I can actually copy and paste it into the Google document.
I always help my son in his homework, and I always tell him, put your subject in the middle of the circle and then put the lines that go from the circle out, and then, you know, and then just put all your details around the circle. That's easiest for me.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. That is awesome.
So I put me in the middle.
Oh, you bet. You bet. It's so important.
Yeah, no, I wonder about that because like there's things that I want and things that I need. And you know, I'm still trying to figure that one out. Whether, you know, like we're comfortable with what we have, but there's little things that, like, okay, for an example, I don't know if this is far-fetched or off topic, but they, I said I want a toaster oven. My son wants a hot air fryer, whatever they call it. So I said, okay, how do I get those and how do I work towards those? You know what I mean? Like, like the small things, right?
Yeah,
There's bigger things that I want to be able to do and achieve in my life too. So like, you know what I mean? There's kind of like different levels, right?
yeah. Did you find anything that you really like?
I just decided the center and I sent you, it says access denied, request sent.
Okay, it'll come in my email.
Yeah.
Water is sacred. Okay, share.
Yeah, I'm
There we
water.
go.
I'm
Now,
water.
there we go,
I'm-
there we go.
I'm water.
Now you have access to the entire presentation.
Okay.
There, it's just loading. Do you mind putting your camera on? Rosa?
I wasn't even dressed.
Oh, that's no problem.
It's one of those mornings. I was just I was sewing this morning and then I thought, well, I'll just participate by listening, but it seems like to me it'll be more interactive. So I haven't really prepared.
Okay, no problem. Oh, Hillary just made it in too.
Yeah, I posted this on Facebook. I wanted people to take part in as well.
Yeah, well, you know what? There's many more that I'm gonna be doing a wellness conference too, a wellness works. I used to do this when I was working,
Nice.
but I'm gonna do this all for free, like a wellness conference, and I'm gonna have different presenters. Like I met Natalie, came to our circle, because I run a group in, I have a group in Facebook, Grief After the Loss of a Loved One. And there's over 3,000 people from around the world. And weekly I do sessions. On Saturdays, I do go lives in that group. But I'm gonna start doing a lot more Zooms, monthly Zooms with workshops. And I have connections to different practitioners around the world for healing too. And if people are interested in doing an online business or a business that has to do with water, let me know, because I'm an affiliate to a company out of Japan. And that water makes 7 types of water and it kills the virus. So, it's really up to people, but I won't get into that too much today, but if people want to talk to me about that, that's what they can talk to me about. I'm also, because of what I went through with all the grief that I went through in 2020, I was able to bounce back within a year. Incredibly, losing my mom, brother, cousin, and dear friend. And here I am. And I'm so excited to be here to help everybody to move forward. And I took courses. I went for 2 sessions and I says, oh my gosh, this is only textbook stuff, but I need more of the emotional connection. So I created a ton of programs through my own business. And I incorporated my personal experience, number 1. Number 2 is also the 36 years of experience of social work, financial services, and also working with elders. And so I'm very grateful to have done all that, I just wanted to say, good morning, Hillary. Where are you calling in from? Your microphone is muted.
Good morning. I'm in Smiths Falls, Ontario.
You're in Ontario. Well, welcome, welcome. And Hillary, this is kind of like, do you see the vision board, the exercises that we were going through?
Yeah.
What I will do is, because we're getting close to 11, we're already an hour into the program. We're coming too close to the end. I will send you all of this. If you actually plop in the chat box your email address, or I could share this information with you. I'll give you the link to the documents right here.
Okay.
So you can actually do this exercise at home. And if people want to do this again, you can let me know because
Okay, so this is ending now?
no, it's ending at 11:30, but we have an exercise with Natalie here.
Okay,
She
so
comes-
I got an email with a link that it was starting now.
You know what? It must be the time zones. The differences.
Eric, she's in Ontario. She's Eastern Central Time.
Yeah,
I know. So like, you know what? Eventbrite was sending out the information. So they must have it might have been an oversight, but we've recorded portion of this. So what I can do is once I have it all recorded, Hillary, I can
Okay.
actually forward it to you as well. So Hillary, so thank you for sharing. Do you mind putting your camera on so we can kind of wave hello?
okay.
Nice to see you, Hillary. We have people here from all over the world. So what we'll do is maybe quickly introduce everybody here. Natalie, do you want to go first?
Sure. Hi, Hillary. I'm Natalie. I currently live in Mauritius and I'm a yoga therapist helping people through grief with yoga and mindfulness practices.
Hi.
Sage, do you want to go next?
Yeah, hi, I'm Sage. I'm a social worker here in Calgary, Alberta, so nearby. Yeah.
Awesome. Hillary? Okay, we have Hillary and Rose and Claire.
I'll go next. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah.
My name is Rosemary. I'm in Winnipeg, Manitoba. I'm your next door neighbor.
Yes.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning or good evening, wherever you are. I'm Claire. I'm currently living in Switzerland and I work for the WHO.
Oh, lovely. Hello.
Hi.
So as you can see, we have an international community. And
Mhm.
I just plopped in the chat box the Google document. And so you should get it and then I can share. It'll ask you to request, you know, to get in, and then I'll forward it to you. But right
Okay.
now, I would like to allow Natalie to do the second portion of the workshop here, and that's to do the breathing exercise, the yoga exercise that we're gonna do. So we're gonna do that for about
Amazing.
15 minutes, and then we're gonna do it some closure, and then see if we want to meet again, and then take it from there. So go ahead, Natalie, the floor is yours.
Oh, thank you so much, Liz. So this little exercise, I wanted to share it with you. As sometimes when we create those vision boards or when we work on what we want to project in our lives, it's not really becoming real, and it stays unreal even in our head. So I wanted to use a combination of a visualizing and breathing exercise to really anchor our goals into our body. So in yoga and in some spiritual practices, the place where we anchor our creativity, our thoughts, and where we actually birth ideas or projects is in our womb. It can be, of course, an etheric womb. We call it etheric womb when if we are male or identify as a male. So how both those things are linked is we will start this breathing exercise with an abdominal breath, right? So we'll breathe through the belly, which is exactly where our second chakra is, where our womb is lying. All right. So we will activate there and we will activate our creativity. We will activate our birthing power. And then we'll move all the way up so that we can bring this energy into each and every cell of our body. Does that sound good to you?
Yes.
All right. Any questions about this? Are you all fine with this little exercise? Cool. All right. So I would just invite you to just keep and stay in that comfortable seated that you're at. Maybe if you have a back rest, you can just rest back a little bit, relax the shoulders down, close your eyes. Just reconnect with yourself and take long, deep breaths. Try to breathe naturally for the moment. And just visualize that vision board, visualize each and every part of that vision board. Bring your attention to your wealth goals. Bring in the image of your health goals. Integrate the image of your love goals. Visualize your family goals. Bring them into your body. Visualize your career objectives. Visualize where you want to stand spiritually. And try to observe how you want to bring in knowledge, how to want to bring in friendship, maybe places you want to see, travel, anything else you want to add. Everything is now within your body, and now we will activate the thought of bringing them to life, to creating them, to giving them a new reality. So we'll inhale deeply through the nose, and we'll push the belly out. And on our exhale, we'll bring the navel to our spine. Breathe in deeply, push the belly out. And exhale, bring the belly in. And feel how you're activating the energy at that second chakra. Inhale, push the belly out. And on your exhale, bring the belly in. Take a few more breaths here at your own pace. Inhale, push the belly out. And exhale, draw your navel to your spine. Take one last abdominal breath here. And with your next inhale, we'll lift it up, we'll bring it up into our whole body. Breathe into your belly, breathe into your lungs. And exhale from the lungs. Exhale from the belly. Breathe in from the belly and from the lungs, and feel how all these wishes are expanding within your body. You're filling each and every cell with your desires, with your projection, with your vision. Continue at your own pace. Inhale, push the belly out. Expand your lungs. And with your next inhale, we'll lift all the way up to our collarbones. Inhale through the belly, through the lungs and the upper chest. Feel how your whole body is expanding. And maybe if these visions were a little bit overwhelming, feel how now you're calming down and feel how this is achievable. One step at a time, one breath at a time. Breathe and push the belly out. Expand your lungs. Open the upper chest. Feel free to receive. And see how the air is flowing through your body. And in the same way, receive this abundance from the universe. Breathe and push the belly out. Expand your lungs. Open the upper chest. Let it all sink in. And we'll take one last breath here. And maybe slowly we can come back to our body and gently open our eyes.
Wow. Fantastic. Wow, doesn't that feel great?
How do you guys feel?
Amazing. Thank you so much for that, Natalie. That was absolutely wonderful. I feel really energized. So now we're going to go into some sharing. I just want to know, how was today's session for you? Just share a little bit about some of your aha moments, or, you know, connection moments. How do you feel right now? And, you know, then I'll ask a few more questions and then we'll close.
I just like to start and actually say that I have the law of attraction agenda, which gives a lot of information as well on, I don't know if you can see, but there's the roadmap
Yeah.
on how to look at things as well. So I'd started already from the beginning of the year, working on a lot of different things. So for me, you know, it's sort of putting more emphasis on what I was already starting to do. And I think as part of a group, it's easier in some ways, because when you're doing it by yourself, you have 50 million other things that you need to do, and you don't always set a time aside to be able to work on it. So for me, it's, you know, this is one of the things I'm finding very positive.
Thank you for sharing. Who wants to go next? Sage, you want to go next?
Yeah, I think maybe two things that are kind of related. One is, like, as I was doing the vision board, I was using a lot of pictures from, like, you know, from my photos. And I think I realized that a lot of what I want in life is what I have, and just feeling that gratitude again for the first time in a while, I think has been really, really good. And then so then I like started doing a second page about, like, okay, if this is where I'm at already, then like what's next. So that was a really nice experience. And I think the second thing kind of related to that was just listening to you, Rose, about like seeing the kind of experience, you know, you have had a lot of experiences, you've helped a lot of people, and had this dream of like joining this board. And I think sometimes in this last year, I felt like, you know, some of my dreams have been squashed a little bit by life. And I think we all feel that one day. So I just identified a lot with kind of where you were at, and just knowing we're all on that journey in some ways, and kind of reassess and I don't know. But yeah, there was just something nice to listen to your story. So thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you. All righty. Who wants to go next? Rose?
I don't think you have enough time for my responses. No, just kidding. I was gonna say, from the beginning, I didn't want to interrupt in the class, like, you know, what's important is what you were presenting to our group, but I was gonna say, in sharing, I was told that the world stood still and that we were forced to stay home and not so be preoccupied with our lives around us outside of our home, but we were forced to stay home. And in doing so, we were forced to take a look within ourselves, our gifts, and to discover our gifts. Because what I was told was Creator was awakening an army of people who have the ability to heal and help others, and that because our world is hurting and there's a lot of people who need help, that it's us now, our responsibility to find our strengths and to help others. And it's almost like a cocoon, they said, that we were waking up and that we all become butterflies and that we'll all take our place in helping others. And I find that to be uplifting because it gives me that sense of purpose. It gives me a sense of life fulfillment and purpose, eh? So when I look at my goals, like one of my lifetime goals is when I enter my fourth quadrant of the medicine wheel and I become an elder, and then I take all that I've learned and I'm able to teach. Like my dream was to have a piece of land with a lodge so I can help people and have celebrations. And so that's not too far-fetched. Like, I think that it's something that could be done. Whether or not I do it at a personal level, I do it at a professional level, that's really going to be up to me, and how things progress in the next few years, I guess, because of funding arrangements and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm just kind of like, that was one of my thoughts about today. Like, you know, put a vision board up, visualize what it is that you want. Like I've always had things to do, booklets, and I have a whiteboard that outlines all the things that I want to get done. And I confessed to a friend of mine recently and said that, you know, I get so engulfed in sewing my ribbon skirts and my other stuff that I realized that there's stuff that it needs to be done. And I think sometimes I procrastinate towards helping other people and doing my ribbon skirts to avoid my own personal life. And I think this vision board is going to help me, you know, how do you say it? Like, to do my tasks at hand. And I think I'm doing them well enough. I think my goal in life is to achieve, to be able to accomplish something once a day. But I've learned now to take it in a perception where you don't have to get everything done in one day. You can always put it off to the next day. And that's how I become in the last 3 years of being at home from the beginning of the pandemic, is that whatever you can't get done today, you know, wait till tomorrow, like, but eventually get it done. And I think one of the most important life teachings that I've ever received when I was in my 20s was, you know, set small goals and eventually you'll achieve that bigger goal. And I did that in my lifetime by acquiring my post-secondary education. I was able to, you know, set those small goals and then eventually come to what I wanted in life. So I don't ask for anything in life right now because I don't have anything in mind, but I go with the flow. I look to where work needs to be done. And I think that the flow chart will be one of the good, useful tools that I could use visually to help me achieve my goals.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. How about you, Natalie?
I actually really like putting, so we all have goals and visions and things that we want to achieve, but most of the time we keep them in our head, right? And I feel like creating this vision board and having it there handy and in front of your eyes regularly helps you keep your focus. It gives you this intention of, okay, well, I'm doing this for that because I want to be there, and this is really what is making my heart sing, right? And sometimes you can feel down, or and this is really uplifting to me, actually, when I'm looking at where I want to be and what it gives you really the reason why you're doing what you're doing. So yeah, it really helps to put it down, and yeah.
Fantastic. That's outstanding. For myself, what I find is in these exercises, for me, it's kind of like, just think of an eagle when they sit way at the top and they're looking down at absolutely everything. And what we want to do is we want to try to take these messages up. So I was thinking that our messages are kind of like when we smudge and stuff like that, and or cleanse our spirits. We do the traditional ceremonies, or different people have different kind of ceremonies. Like when I sage myself, I use the medicines, and they usually, the smoke goes up to the creator. And oftentimes when we do these prayers and stuff, oftentimes we get answers bang, or it's like the boomerang effect. So we want to ensure that we, cover that base. And it's kind of like a mother overseeing her family and trying to ensure that her little babies are thriving and that flourishing. And as we continue on growing, and that's why I wanted to create this group, because in a sense, we're all healers of that spoke of life, and that we all have something significant to bring to the world, but together we're stronger in a circle. So in order to continue on that circle of life healing, would you like to follow up a follow-up session to this one, and or create an accountability group? I think I'm going to do this anyways, is probably set up a group in Facebook for Vision 2022 in Facebook, Vision Board 2022. I'm going to see if I can create that today. And if you'd like, I can invite you to that group just to say, hey, how you doing with your vision board? And just to get that whole spark continuously going, because it's kind of like a wheel, and we continue to expand it and grow. And like I said, each and every one of us have something to share. And my dream was always to have a wellness center. But, to have a wellness center on the ground, like in a building or something like that, is next to impossible to afford all the different people that I would like to have in this sphere. So I'm creating LR Wellness with different partners, affiliates from all over the world. Like Natalie, I just met her the other day. She's a helper from another part of the world, but she's a part of that spoke of the world that can help to heal the world. So that's my vision and my goal, is to help to heal the world from where we're at, because we all have gifts. So that's basically two questions that I have. Do any of you want to be a part of this? So you guys have all access to this questionnaire. You guys can actually put your names yes or no or whatever in here, or just message me and let me know, and take it from there. Does anybody have any comments regarding that?
Yeah, I think just that I'd like to be in the Facebook group. It sounds really good.
Okay.
Follow up and just, yeah.
Yes. Okay, how about you, Claire?
Yeah, for me too.
And Natalie, of course, you'd want to be a part of that. And you know what? This circle is going to go big, probably pretty fast. And Rose, do you want to be a part of that group too?
I think you already recruited me.
Okay, no problem. We're all going to be a part of that. And you know what? Like I said, I'm also going to be doing all kinds of workshops. Now, beyond just the vision board, I went to a workshop the other day, and they were talking about life resume, your life resume for the year. and for your life. And it's not just a vision board for 1 year, but it's our life plan. And it's a 12-month plan, you know, for the entire year where you plan out everything. So this is just a piece of the year, but then you could have the life resume plan. So you can actually look at even doing more for your life. So if anybody's interested in that too, we
Can I say something?
Sure.
Okay, I know that we talked about it being a month and I can list all the things that I wanted to achieve, but just to remind people that, don't set your goals so high that they're not achievable so that you don't become disappointed, you know, like, I mean, a lot of times, like I said, I wish I could buy things and sometimes it's not there in this particular month, but it's there, but in my mind that I could, you know, I can afford it, but just to say as an example, but just like for me, I want to start writing this stuff down, but I also know that it takes it hurts inside of me if I can't achieve those goals, but I still work hard towards getting them or doing them. They're in the back of my mind, but just to remind people, like, you know, yeah.
Well, you know what? Gifts can be, it doesn't have to be, you know what? The biggest gift in our life is our energy and what we bring to the table. And I have to tell you, back in 1982, when I went to India and I saw the poorest of the poor, the wealthiest people that I've ever met were the villagers. And it was one woman in particular, I got to tell you about her. She lived in a house that was made out of clay and crap, basically, cow dung. And she was the warmest, kindest woman. She had like 7 kids. And she invited me to her house. She didn't speak a word of English. And you know what? Just through her body movements, I could just feel that energy, the love that that woman extended to me, in for coffee or tea at that time. And she was the most beautiful person ever. And we were just laughing and having a good time. And you know what? Sometimes it's just as simple as that connection of feeling wanted, loved, and appreciated from wherever we're at. And I know that that was something absolutely amazing for me. But I don't want to go into that too much, but I want to close off today with this workshop. If you could do a little evaluation for me, that'd be very, very awesome, because, you know, we do this kind of stuff and sometimes we don't get, sometimes we don't always get, like, you know, the all that we need in order to really move us forward. So I want to know if I'm doing okay or not okay, you know, especially with doing workshops. Like, I've done this for a ton of years, but evaluations are everything, especially when other people are looking at them. So if you take a few minutes before you go out, and once you completed that, I've taken the time to write several books over the last year. I wrote 11 ebooks while I was going through my grief. And I will share with you, that will be one of your gifts that I will send to you today once you've completed this form. So I really appreciate it. Did everybody get it? Oh, just hang on. Didn't go in there for everyone. Why is it not letting me?
Is it an interactive evaluation where you can send it right away after you complete it?
Yeah, you just complete this here, and then what I'll do is I'll email you. Why is it just going to Rosemary? I'm trying to send it to everybody.
Because I'm the lucky one.
Were you the last, just because you're the last one in, I guess, I don't know. Let me just come in here and grab this here.
You changed your message format for the whole room, not just me, right? In response to
Yeah,
my,
I changed it to everyone and then let me see if I can paste it here again. Okay, because it changed it on me right away. There you go. There's the evaluation. So I appreciate all of your time today. I will work on that, getting that, I'll work on getting the room set up for the Vision 22 Facebook group. It might not be Vision 22, Vision Board 2022. Like I'll see if that name's available so that we can access it and get in. But I think I have all your emails now, so we can have our little hub in there. So thank you so much, everyone, for attending today. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. And in closing, I have a beautiful song while you're while you're filling out the form. So like I was talking about the eagle, I have a song for you about the eagle. And I was thinking that we are all eagles and we're all here to fly. So here we go.
She's been there. God knows she's been
For
there.
all of us,
She has seen and done it all.
it's to help us to get our wings again. Dolly
She
Parton.
knows how to.
Oh, sorry. It just changed over to Carl Quinn's song. It's called the Tree Song. Okay, guys. I guess this was meant to be this way. So we are the trees of life. We are rooting ourselves into success, and we will fly like eagles. So if you fill out those evaluation, I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for joining us all today.
Thank you, Liz. Thank you so much.
I'll be shutting this down. Just I'm gonna let him sing the honor song, this tree song for us, and then I'll shut the session down, okay?
Thank you, Lise.
Alrighty, so thanks to Carl Swan for the tree song. And now let's all just plant ourselves into those goals, those dreams, and continue on. Thank you so much once again. Hi, Masicho. Thank you.